St. Augustine Commentary on the Gospel of John, chapter 7, verse 19 to 24, Tractatus 30. The passage of the Holy Gospel of which we have before discoursed to you, beloved, is followed by that of today, which has just now been read. Both the disciples and the Jews heard the Lord speaking. Both men of truth and liars heard the truth speaking. Both friends and enemies heard charity speaking. Both good men and bad men heard the good speaking. They heard, but he discerned. He saw and foresaw whom his discourse profited and would profit. Among those who were then he saw. Among us who were to be he foresaw. Let us therefore hear the gospel, just as if we were listening to the Lord himself present, nor let us say, "Oh, happy they who were able to see him," because there were many of them who saw and also killed him, and there are many among us who have not seen him, and yet have believed. For the precious truth that sounded forth from the mouth of the Lord was both written for our sakes and preserved for our sakes and recited for our sakes and will be recited also for the sake of our prosperity even until the end of the world. The Lord is above, but the Lord the truth is also here. For the body of the Lord in which he rose again from the dead can be only in one place, but his truth is everywhere diffused. Let us then hear the Lord, and let us also speak that which he shall have granted to us concerning his own words. Did not Moses, says he, give you the law, and yet none of you does the law? Why do you seek to kill me? For you seek to kill me just for this reason, that none of you does the law. For if you did do the law, you would recognize Christ in its very letters, and you would not kill him when present with you. And they answered. The crowd answered as a tumultuous crowd. Things not pertaining to order, but to confusion. In a word, the crowd was disturbed. See what answer it made. You have a devil who seek to kill you? As if it were not worse to say, you have a devil, than to kill him. To him indeed was it said that he had a devil who was casting out devils. What else can a turbulent, disorderly crowd say? What else can filth stirred up do but stink? The crowd was disturbed. By what? By the truth. For the eyes that have not soundness can't endure the brightness of the light. But the Lord, manifestly not disturbed, but calm in his truth, rendered not evil for evil, nor railing for railing. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 9. Although, if he were to say to these men, you have a devil, he would certainly be saying what was true. For they would not have said such things to the truth unless the falsehood of the devil had instigated them. What then did he answer? Let us calmly hear and drink in the serene word. I have done one work, and you all marvel. As if he said, what if you were to see all my works? For they were his works, which they saw in the world, and yet they saw not him who made them all. He did one thing, and they were disturbed, because he made a man whole on the Sabbath day. As if indeed, when any sick man recovered his health on the Sabbath day, it had been any other that made such a man whole than he who offended them, because he made one man whole on the Sabbath day. For who else has made others whole than he who is health itself? He who gives even to the beasts that health which he gave to this man? For it was bodily health. The health of the flesh is repaired, and the flesh dies. And when it is repaired, death is only put off, not taken away. However, even that same health, brethren, is from the Lord, through whomsoever it may be given, by whose care and ministry soever it may be imparted. It is given by him from whom all health is, to whom it is said in the psalm, O Lord, you will save man and beasts, and you have multiplied your mercy, O God. For because you are God, you multiplied mercy, reaches even to the safety of human flesh, reaches even to the safety of dumb animals. But you who give health of flesh common to men and beasts, is there no health which you reserve for men? There is certainly another which is not only not common to men and beasts, but to men themselves is not common to good and bad. In a word, when he had there spoken of this health which men and cattle receive in common, because of that health which men, but only the good, ought to hope for, he added as he went on, But the sons of men shall put their trust under the cover of your wings. They shall be fully satisfied with the fatness of your house, and you shall give them drink from the torrent of your pleasure. For with you is the fountain of life, and in your light shall they see light. Psalm 36, verse 7-10. This is the health which belongs to good men, those whom he called sons of men, while he had said above, O Lord, you shall save men and beasts. How then? Were not those men sons of men, that after he had said men, he should go on and say, but the sons of men, as if men and sons of men meant different things? Yet I do not believe that the Holy Spirit had said this without some indication of distinction. The term man refers to the first Adam, sons of men to Christ. Perhaps indeed men relate to the first man, but sons of men relate to the Son of Man. I have done one work, and you all marvel. And immediately he subjoined, Moses therefore gave unto you circumcision. It was well done that you received circumcision from Moses. Not that it is of Moses, but of the fathers. Since it was Abraham that first received circumcision from the Lord. Genesis chapter 17, verse 10. And you circumcise on the Sabbath day. Moses has convicted you. You have received in the law to circumcise on the 8th day. You have received in the law to cease from labor on the 7th day. Exodus chapter 20, verse 10. If the 8th day from the child's birth fall on the 7th day of the week, what will you do? Will you abstain from work to keep the Sabbath, or will you circumcise to fulfill the sacrament of the 8th day? But I know, says he, what you do. You circumcise a man. Why? Because circumcision relates to what is a kind of seal of salvation. And men ought not to abstain from the work of salvation on the Sabbath day. Therefore, be you not angry with me, because I have made a man every whit whole on the Sabbath day. If, says he, a man on the Sabbath day receives circumcision, that the law should not be broken, for it was something saving that was ordained by Moses in that ordinance of circumcision. Why are you angry at me for working a healing on the Sabbath day?